Chaos Hair Care is a custom brand that creates products specific. Okay, I think we've got it. Oh, I think so. Dun, dun, dun. Let me know if everybody's still here. I know that was chaos. I am so sorry. Welcome back. All right, so I have got you guys up on my iPad, and I've got you live here in front of me so I can kind of see where everything is. Let me see if I go to this one, is there anything there? No. Okay, so I'm gonna okay, hopefully everybody's still here. Hi, buddy. I know. It was just utter chaos for a minute. It's okay. We will get it. So, if I say disregard the link. Oh, okay. You have like 10 seconds to make your little hellos, buddy, and then you have to get down. Then you have to get down, okay? Do you want me to pull the chair over? Come here. Come over here. Come get in your chair. I know, you just like to walk on the planners. I know. Good job. Good job. Okay, so roll call. Is everyone... Really, dude? Is everyone still here? All right, Rachel, I see you. Stark, get down. Get down. Oh, goodness sakes. Get down. Thank you. He's quite the heathen this morning. And I gave him like tons and tons of love. So I don't know what his deal is, but he's a very much wanting to be part of this event, which is, you know, so Stark. I need to have Wes build me a deeper desk like this way so that Stark can just get up here and like, I really feel like this is going to be a lost cause for me to try to fight him. So, welcome, or welcome back. If this is not your first live rodeo, it feels like a rodeo. It feels a bit chaotic. Okay, Kelly, you're here. Stark, honey, I love you, but this is just not going to work today, babe. Come on. Oh. Get your big body. Come sit in the chair by mom. There you go. Right there's good. Perfect. Okay, yes. Here we are. We're all here. Stark is being Stark and wants to participate as well. Welcome. I'm sorry that was so chaotic for a second. Couple of things. I am back from vacation, so you've probably noticed that I am super tan. If you didn't already know, I went to Mexico for a week over my birthday. We stayed at the Dreams Jade Resort and Spa in Cancun. And I'll tell you, it was 10 out of 10. I had the most amazing time there. We went with my family and it was so beautiful. The weather was like 79 to 82 degrees. Thank you, Kelly. And it was absolutely just amazing. We had spa treatments done. It was just amazing. But one of the things that happened while we were there is I lost my ring that I wear on my wedding finger. It's not my wedding ring. I grew out of my wedding ring years and years ago. So it's actually, hey Roxanne, welcome. It's actually a ring that I got off of QVC. So it wasn't like I was really, saddened or anything like that, but I did lose it down there. So I ordered a new one. So I've got naked hands today, and I was going to redo my polish to match the January washi, but I didn't have time. I didn't find time. So I'm glad we're all here. I cannot believe it's the middle of January already. Like, what is happening? I felt like 2024 went by in just a really fast blur. And did I say 2024? 2024 went by in a really fast blur. And I feel like right now for 2025, it is also going by super duper fast. So that's that. I don't know if you guys saw the post that I did this week, but I wanted to kind of show you this little happy stack here of stickers. Excuse me. So these are the Coffee Monsters Co. You guys know I love Helen. I have supported Helen since she was in high school and started Coffee Monsters Co. when she was 15 years old. She is now in her 20s and still doing this and supports so many people through employment. I cannot say enough nice things about Helen and her shop. I adore her stickers. So this little pack here is the freebies that you get anytime you place an order with the Coffee Monsters Co. Company. And I want to show you because 2024 and 2025 are the year that we are using our stash. We are using our stickers. We are using our stuff. We're using all the things, right? So all of these I've used in 2024 and part of 2025. So those are all the freebies. Now, the picture that I posted on YouTube community, Wes is like, that is a lot of stickers that you've used. I'm like, yeah. He's like, so are those like you buy them by the sheet? And I'm like, uh-oh, I know where this is going. I'm like, yeah, you just buy them by the sheet. And then I'm thinking, okay, how many sets of dirt bike tires would this be? And it's not even one set, but I thought I would show you guys. Helen's lettering is probably one of the ones that I use the most from her stickers. And this is not, I'm just starting out slow so we can get people, you know, coming in and doing their thing. But I'm not paid by Helen. I don't receive like, you know, money from her or anything like that. I just really like her shop and I like her as a person and I really enjoy using her stickers. So I just want to clear that up. This is not like a promo where I'm going to give you a code or anything like that. It's nothing like that. I'm just using up the stickers that I've used. And if you've never shopped on Helen's store, I would recommend starting with the anniversary samplers. And I'm going to set them aside so you can see just how many as I'm going through these I use, because I tell people all the time, buy the sampler. You'll really like, you know, what it is. There's a whole bunch of different ones. There's nothing that's the same on the samplers. They're all different. And they're a great way to get into using stickers in your planner. Now, these are $3 a sheet. And if Wes is watching, it's $3 because I didn't tell him. $3 a sheet, which I don't think she's raised her prices in forever. So they're still $3. Oh, and another thing I found out, the last order that I placed, Roxy, if you are watching, thank you so much for sending me like a pay it forward sheet. I was so surprised. It was so amazing. They put your name on a little sticky note and put it on the sticker sheet. I didn't know you could do that. So anytime I order now, I am going to make sure I pay it forward with a sticker sheet for, you know, however many orders ahead of me. I thought that was just the coolest idea to make someone's day. So year 2, year 3, year 3, year 1, year 4, year 5, year 2 again, and year 6. So if you are looking at getting into using stickers in your planner and you're not sure where you want to start, I do recommend Helen and Coffee Monsters Co. Obviously, I use them. I know a lot of people on YouTube use them, especially with the Hobonichi Cousin. So the other one I would highly recommend is Planner Kate. I have a lot of stickers from Planner Kate. She is an amazing woman. I absolutely adore her business ethics, her personal ethics. I have ordered from her since, gosh, 2013 or 2014, so about 10 years. I know, right? And then you cannot go wrong with a Happy Planner. You cannot go wrong with the Happy Planner sticker kits. So that's what I pulled today, as well as I've got this washi tape that I want to get used up. And if you remember, you have seen this washi tape used in my Erin Condren. I want to try to incorporate it today in my Hobonichi. I don't know if it's going to work out, but we're going to try. And then also washi tape members, these are the washi tapes that I sent out for the month of January, so I will be incorporating these as well. And then what else? Just to quickly run through the supplies I'll be using. I've got my Hobonichi out. This is the washi tape. This is what I sent you this month. I've got my Twisby. It's loaded with the bamboo charcoal, which is a really, really nice black. If you hear some sounds, like some construction sounds, Wes is actually downstairs. He's replacing the brakes in my FJ. So he is, I don't know if I've told you guys this, but he is like a jack of all trades. He can change the oil. He can fix my brakes. He's a master of all things. I've also pulled out the Energel, the Pentel Energel. I think it's a 0.7. It's just black ink. It's one of my favorite pens. I have it in silver and gold, and I call them my C3PO. And why can't I think of the other one? C3PO, R2D2. Oh my gosh. Whoa. My long tweezers, they'll be tagged once I get all of this, like, you know, put up. And then, of course, my palette knife, and then a pair of chompy scissors. These are Westcott's. I need to clean them. I just realized they've got a lot of sticker residue on there, so that'll be a later project. That'll be a project for me later. And then I do have like a bunch of notes in front of me and stuff like that, just to kind of keep me somewhat on track. R2 Clean too. Oh my gosh, that is adorable. I love that. I love that a lot. Oh, that is a perfect name for a Roomba. All right, so where to start? I think what I'm going to do, I am not going to actually use my washi tape card. I want to save these. I know that sounds silly, but I don't want to duplicate any for the year. So I am going to save this, and then next year I will use this up throughout the calendar year. But I just want to make sure that I don't duplicate washi tape for you guys that have the memberships throughout the year. So I'm going to save this, I'm going to set it aside, and then I'm going to use the washi tape that I have in, that's left in the rolls. So let's start. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this washi tape. This is the one that has the border at the top and bottom, and then the flowers in the center. And I'll tell you the reason I got this one, this kit of washi tape, this pack of washi tape, is it reminded me of my grandparents' blue and white china plates and cups. And as soon as I saw it, I thought, oh, I think I definitely, you know, need to get that and share that. Anything that reminds me of my grandparents, I get so sentimental. They're such amazing people, or they were such amazing people. I don't have them anymore, but man, you talk about good memories in my childhood. They always surrounded my grandma and grandpa. They were just such amazing individuals. I was telling Wes the other day, I don't remember my grandpa as being anything but retired. Like, I remember a couple of years that he worked when I was little, but they were, I mean, I was little, like 6 maybe in kindergarten, and my grandpa worked. The rest of the time through my entire life, he was retired. He retired from the Army, and he worked out at, it was called the INEL at the time. He worked at EG&G, and he retired from the Army and from the EG&G early. So it was nice. Like, I hung out with my grandparents all the time. So yeah, when I saw this, I'm like, you know what? I really have to have this washi tape. What was that? So you look with my, oh, I love that. Yes. Yeah, I love that, Kelly. Rachel, you're so sweet. I appreciate that. I really do. All right, so we've got that one down on top. I am going to try something different for next week in my Hobonichi Cousin. I have been, surprise, surprise, really struggling to find that happy place where I can keep track of everything and know where everything is. And you guys have been with me long enough to know that I had, you know, a dozen planners for 2025 and I downsized. I'm downsizing again. I am using the Nekmit planner, the weekly, and I'm using this. This is going to be my catch-all everything planner because I have a really difficult time filling up the dailies. Like the dailies I struggle with, but I love the weeklies and I love the paper. So it's like, do I give up on this because I don't know how to figure out, because I haven't figured out the dailies yet? And the answer is absolutely not, because you know how much I love it. So this is what my plan is. And let me show you what I've got, because you might find this a little bit interesting as well. Yes, I am a paper planner. 1000% I am a paper, I'm an analog planner. But a lot of times when I'm doing my live videos, just to stay on track and keep things less chaotic in my mind, I do make myself like a key. So this is my key for next week. I've got things lined out of how I want them to look, sort of. And of course, the lines are not lined up with the Hobonichi Cousin. So I'm going to have a lot of room down here where I can do things, which is good. But then I also have these time blockings. Because I work 8:30 to 4:30 and I know that time is unavailable for anything else, I've really been struggling with the weeklies and the Hobonichi to fill that up with something that is, I don't know, worthwhile to me. If that, I don't know. It just, I don't want it to be just this space where 8 hours just has this block out for work. I have a different planner for work because what I do is confidential and I can't bring it home, and I wouldn't put it in this planner to share on the internet. So I don't need to mark, hi Mark, my work hours. I really just need to keep track of what my day looks like. And I've decided that my work time, the time I'm at work, I'm going to use that as a journal space. Now, that may change. You know, I may not need that much space to journal. The weekends might be my chore list or my meal plan list. That may be what it is. But I want to try that. I want to try this week. And I thought it would be good to do it on the live with you and get feedback from you. See what you think. A lot of you have been with me since this channel started, so you understand a lot about my creativity and my life and how I plan and just how my brain works. So it's always really exciting for me to see how you guys fill that in as well. And as I'm sitting here, I'm really wondering if I want to use a blue pen. Like I do have a couple of black. Maybe I'll stick with the black. I don't know. I always do that. Like I want a blue. Let's do a blue theme. I'm going to trade. Switch. I'm going to grab my tool pen. I will tag this down below. I got it in a 4-pack. It is blue ink. It is a 0.7. And it's probably the only blue pen that I write with on a regular basis. I absolutely love it. So we'll do this one. And let's start putting things down on the paper. So here we go. I'm wondering, yeah, let's do this. This is how we do it. So, and I want to make sure that I stay within screen. So if I get a little kitty wampus, let me know. So Monday, obviously, I want to start off the morning, and I am not necessarily going hourly. I'm not really paying attention to the hours marked on this side of each column. When I get up in the morning, I am doing coffee and socials. Now, that should include answering any comments and, you know, going through my Instagram, Facebook. I need to start getting back into the Facebook group. Kelly, I am so sorry. I have like totally neglected that. And hopefully this will encourage more of that activity. Because I do open my planner every morning. Like it doesn't just go unnoticed. Like I look at it every day. It usually sits on my desk at work as well, just in case I need to add anything, you know, to it. If I think of something like, oh, I need to stop and get da 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 da, or I schedule something and I need to put it down in here. So because I'm time blocking, it does look very much, what is the word? Bird. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. It looks very much the same, and that is okay. Again, I am not paying attention to the hours. So as soon as I wake up in the morning, I grab my cup of coffee. This is a normal thing that I do every day. And I check socials. It doesn't matter if it is 4:30 in the morning on a weekday or 7:30 in the morning on a weekend. I'm doing the same thing. Also, I have a whole chicken in the crock pot and I just smelled it and it smells amazing. I'm meal prepping for next week and it is going to be epic. I've got so many great recipes for you guys. So many. And once this video goes live, the whole description will have everything down there. So it'll have all the tools I'm using, the pens that I'm using, all that good stuff, as well as the recipes I'm going to be making throughout this week. And I do a lot of meal prep on the weekend just to save myself time during the week. Again, I work 8:30 to 4:30. By the time I get home, it's a little bit after 5. And I don't know about you. I don't like figuring out dinner every night. Like if I knew as a kid that was adulting, I think I would have stayed home longer. Like I would have left it up to my mom a little bit longer and not moved out so quickly, honestly. So I try to do as much as I can on the weekend to set myself up for success throughout the week. So when we get to the meals that I'm planning for this week, next week, of course, it's going to be a lot of fun to share with you how I'm prepping those. And I'm going to try to keep this an hour, fingers crossed. You guys know I get a little chatty McChattyson, so we'll see how that works. Now, I am going to do coffee and socials. This is a 1 hour block. I'm going to take it down to an hour and a half. So again, I'm not looking at the time, but I am blocking off hours, minutes. So we'll go to there. And then the next thing I want to put down is my breakfast. And for the most part next week, it is either going to be refrigerated oats or overnight oats, or it's going to be a breakfast burrito that I make this weekend and then freeze them so that all I have to do when I get to work is pop it in the microwave and I'm good to go. I get to work early so that I can have breakfast before I start my day. It gives me a few minutes to kind of unwind from the drive to work and then redirect my brain, get my computer started, get logged into all the software that I need to get logged into so that at 8:30 I'm like ready. Like everything's ready to go. I open up the counter and if there's 7 people standing there waiting for me, I can get right through them. I can just take care of them. So yeah, I love overnight oats. So I am going to put that in here. I am going to just put a B. Ooh, chocolate chips is amazing. I've done chocolate chips and then a little bit of hot chocolate powder, like the mix. So good. You could you could crunch up some graham crackers and throw some baby marshmallows in there, the mini marshmallows. Oh my gosh. Why have I not thought about that? That sounds amazing. Yes, that would be amazing. Yeah, I usually do berries. Yeah, coconut flakes, pineapple. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to go over here. And because you can do so many different ones, I don't get burned out on them. And then Saturday and Sunday, I don't normally eat breakfast because I'm out of that routine. And then I'll leave that blank. I'll leave that for something else. I love having quick things in the freezer that I can either just throw in the air fryer when I get home, or if Wes is, hungry in the morning, he can just pop one of those in the air fryer and he's good to go too. So I've got those. And then something new that I've added for this year, it is not yes, also protein powder. Yes. I just have the regular non-flavored protein powder and I will throw that in almost everything, whether I'm doing smoothies, overnight oats, anything like soups. I'll throw it in soups if I'm not putting like a bunch of beans or other proteins in there. and it actually helps thicken it up. If you want to know what brand I have, I'll take a picture and post it. Well, I'll post it on community if you want, or I could just link it down below. Anywho's it, what's it? Oh, let's see. For this year, I wanted to tie in another habit. So they say if you add something to a habit that already exists. So I make my breakfast. That's something I do, except for Saturday and Sunday. That's something that I do Monday through Friday. So if you add something onto that, it's easier to create a habit. So I'm going to try that. This is after I make my breakfast. I am going to do a 30-minute walk, or I'm going to spend 30 minutes on the stair stepper. This is a no-brainer for me. It's super easy. I can turn on Planning Life with Erin. I can turn on Frugal Fit Mom. I can watch 30 minutes of YouTube in the morning, kind of get ready for the day in my head, just kind of, get moving. So that is my plan. I'm going to do 30 minutes each morning before I get in the shower, and it's going to be either the stair stepper or the treadmill. And the treadmill that I have is not like inclinable. It's one of those that I got from Amazon. It's just like 2.2. So it's a very low walk. It's nothing that I'm going to be like, I'm going to run a marathon in 2025. I'm not going to run a marathon in 2025, but I do need to start getting my body moving. And this is something that I can do that is super easy. Also, at work, there is an incentive that if you exercise 12 hours a month for 6 months in a row, they will give you 2 extra shifts off. So I'm earning 16 hours of time off by doing something good for myself. So that's part of the motivation. I love vacationing, so if I can get 2 days off in addition to what I already get, so that would be 4 days a year that they would be giving me, because they give it every 6 months. So I've already started it. It's not hard. When we get to the evening one, because I'm going to do an hour a day, 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at night, we actually picked a new show that we're watching at night, which is longer than 30 minutes. And I get so enthralled in the show that I forget I'm only walking for 30 minutes or on the stepper for 30 minutes. So yeah, it's actually been okay. So I'm just going to put in here walk and then stairs. And I'm alternating because I don't want to get bored. But I also want to keep track of it. Now, am I also doing it on the weekend? You bet your bottom dollar. It's only a half an hour in the morning, and it's only a half an hour in the evening. It's not like I'm sacrificing a whole bunch of time. And I'm still giving myself an hour and a half in the morning to do coffee and social. So I'm not taking it away from something I would normally do. And then after the walk, this is one, and I know I'm time blocking, so it seems really silly to put this in there, but shower, hair, makeup, like get ready for work type of thing. And that's about an hour and a half as well. So shower and all that jazz. And that is going to put us to there. And so in the evening, I'm also doing this 30-minute thing. I'm not working up a sweat. Like, I'm not going to bed all sweaty and stuff. It's not that kind of a workout. It's just to get my body moving. Like, honest to goodness, it is not anything intense. Do I hope maybe in the future it turns into something more and I'm like really excited about, growing muscles and doing that kind of thing? Sure. But that's not right now. That's not the goal right now. And I want to keep that part of it through the weekend as well. Like, I don't want to fall off on the weekend and be like, oh. I may actually find, because I am doing that on the weekend as well, that I'm eating breakfast again, because I will just get in that routine and then I'll pop those over there and do it as well. Yeah, see, I'm the same way. If I spend an hour, well, I can't say that because in the evening last week, I was like, oh my gosh, it's been 45 minutes. And I didn't realize it because I was watching the show. But yeah, I don't know. And I'll tell you guys, I am absolutely 1000% uncoordinated. So with this walking pad that I got, it didn't have like it just came with the walking pad. So there's nowhere to hold on to. And I walked off of it, like I tripped off of it because I wasn't paying attention. So I told Wes, I'm like, can you build me something? Can you make something that I can hold on to so that I don't fall off of it? And he's like, yeah, absolutely. So he went downstairs. Remember, he had his back surgery. He got his spine fused. When he did that, he had a walker. So he went down and got his walker. And I swear to you, it fits perfectly. The walker like fits right over the treadmill walker thing perfectly. So I can just hold on to that when I walk. I know if you come to our house, you would be like, what is going on in this little area of your living room? But it works really well. And I'm so thankful that he is such a creative genius. I mean, he really, really is so creative. The next thing I am going to put down lunch. Now, I'm not going to fill this in because with meal planning, I don't always know which day I am going to make what. So, weekends, I'm also going to leave that open because weekends, sometimes we go places and, you know, I don't always have it set. So, I'm going to leave the weekend open Monday through Friday. This is what I'm taking for lunch to work. And then down below that, I want to put in the weather because I haven't added the weather to my planner since last year and I miss having it in there. I miss getting up and being like, okay, today's going to be cloudy or it's going to be foggy or it's going to be freezing rain or whatever it is. I have it kind of lined out for the week. And does it fluctuate? Sure. It does a little bit, but not enough that I'm not going to put it in there. Not enough that I'm not going to. That was like a double negative. Hello, friends. Oh, the other day I got stressed out at my desk and I guess I went into Sean Connery voice and I'm like, I said something and my coworker said, uh-oh, it's time to take a walk. And I'm like, did you hear that? And she's like, yeah, I heard that. I'm like, you're right. I'm going to step away. I don't know why I go into Sean Connery voice when I get stressed at work, but I'm so thankful that my coworkers are like, hey, time out. Whatever you're working on, put it down and like, you know, step away. I have the best coworkers. They're amazing. I don't think they watch, so they're not going to be like, oh, she's so great to call us out. They're not really into planners and stuff. So I'm thinking they're probably not going to be on here. All right. So back to weather. It is cold here. I am ready to go back to Mexico. I'm not even going to try to fool you. It is in the 40s, lows in the 20s and 30s. We don't get snow where we are here. We're too low of an elevation, but we get freezing rain. Thankfully, this week we don't have any freezing rain on the forecast, but it's gonna be cold. No, it's gonna be May. That's a song. I know. It's gonna be May. So Monday, we have sunshine. Makes me happy. Although we are still tanning, so I'm getting like ultraviolet ray suns every evening because, we're actually headed back down to Ensenada next month for Wes's birthday. So I don't want to lose my tan and then have to go through a possible like insane burning because we're close to the equator. So we are continuing to do our tanning in the evenings. Sunshine makes me happy. All right, so even though the sun is shining, it's going to be 45 and 28. Eesh. Oof. Wednesday, we're going to have clouds. And it's going to be 43 and 30. Ooh, what is your weather? What are you looking at for weather next week? Have you looked yet? Or this week? What was your weather this week? Do you live somewhere that you get snow? I don't know why I put the... See, I get to talking and writing, and then I'm like... 44 and 34. Really? 44 and 34? Sometimes I think the weather person's like, let's just mix this up a little bit so they don't get suspicious that we're making it up. And yes, that was What? That was my weather person voice. 44 and 32. What have you got? Puerto Vallarta's beautiful. Yes. Oh no, we've talked about it too, Kelly. Like, we've talked about retiring back down there, but then our daughter had kids, and so we've got grandkids now, and we're like, unless one of us can get our pilot's license and lease a plane to like fly the kids back and forth whenever we want them. I mean, it's not out of the question, but it's out of the question. Cold and snow. Rachel, I'm so sorry. Ugh. Snow last week. Ugh. Or last Friday. Man, I grew up in Idaho, so I get the snow. I lived in Missoula, Montana for a while, so I get like the freezing temperatures where the snow's on the ground for like months at a time. Really? Oh, wow. So they shut down the airport? Oh, wow. That has to be quite a bit. Oh, I'm sorry that you had to fly out for a funeral. I wish it was for better reasons. Miss Kibbs, thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Sending you so much love. So much love. Yes, it was definitely a sun-kissed vacation for sure. Oh, I am so sorry, Kelly. I love you. I am sending you the biggest hug and so much love and support. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that is not something yeah, no, no, no. I am glad that you made it back home, though. No, you're fine. You're absolutely, that's what this is all about. We're all friends and we're all a community. Yeah, no, I'm here for all of that. You know that. I absolutely adore you. And yeah, sending you all of the love. So that wraps up the weather. Then, because I want to have a section for journaling, I thought I would leave this section open here, but I'm not quite sure how big it needs to be yet. We're still kind of playing with this a bit. So I am going to start at the bottom and work my way backwards now through my schedule, or what I'm foreseeing my schedule to be. Although, do you guys think I should add another piece of washi at the bottom, or should I fill the bottom? I'm really debating because I like this one too. I'm really feeling this one. What if we did a separation up here to say this section is now going to be journaling? I don't know why I did air quotes. It really will be journaling. I do that all the time. Air quotes means not, but I use them as are. I know. Make sure that is laid down. The weather isn't actually that bad next week, if I really look at it. Did you hear that? I just asked Stark if he heard it. It sounds like Wes has got a tool out that is going brrr, brrr. Stark hears it too. He's gonna go investigate. He'll let us know. He'll let us know if we need to do anything. All right, so yes, for a moment that looked a little bit crazy, but I think it's because I wrote this up higher because I didn't have lunch written. That's what happened. I went uphill. I don't know what that means. I know there's like people that do like fingerprint or penmanship. Yes, Stark is on the case. Fingerprint or penmanship analysis, and they say if you write uphill it's something, or if you write downhill it's something. I don't know what it is, but I know it's something. All right, so let's go in here and I'm going to do, so my end of the day before I sit down, you know, crash out and watch TV and do all the things. I need to make sure that I wash my face and brush my teeth, because I will be sincerely honest with you, I am the worst person about washing my face before I go to bed. And my mother-in-law got us new sheets for Christmas, and they're pink flamingos, which you guys know I love pink flamingos, and they are white. Let me show you. I'll grab them. The pillowcases are adorable, but they are white and pink. Move my pen. White and pink, which means if I have makeup on, I am going to ruin these beautiful pillowcases. So I have got to really make sure that I'm washing my face before night, because you guys see how dark I am. My foundation color has gone from a 120 to a 310. I use the Maybelline Poreless Fit Me Poreless foundation. So it is dark, and last night I didn't wash it off, and well, that's why I'm washing the sheets today because my pillow looks like, I don't even know how to tell you other than all of that is on there. So it's a tragedy. Hopefully they'll come clean, but all right, so back to wash face and take care of my teeth. That really wasn't what I had written down to discuss, but I thought I would share that with you. I love white bedding. I absolutely do. It just makes me have to be an organized and responsible adult to wash my makeup off. And I've been horrible my whole life. Like, even as soon as I started wearing makeup as a teenager, I did not wash my face before I went to bed. And my mom was always like on me, like, April, you need to make sure you wash your face while you're brushing your teeth. It's just make it the same thing. You wash your face, you brush your teeth. Well, I'm fine brushing my teeth before I go to bed because I like having that clean, minty, you know, mouth feel before I go to bed. But washing my face, ugh. I do have these really cool, they're like, I don't know, like this big. They're some kind of cloth. And all I have to do is put water on them. Strips off all my makeup. And then I just throw them in the washing machine. I don't put them in the dryer, just the washer with no fabric softener or anything, just the detergent. And they come out super clean, makeup's off of them, and they're ready to use again. My niece got them for me. So I've got a set of 4, and I have them sitting on the bathroom counter so that they are like a stark reminder that I need to wash my face. You'll have to ask me here in a few days how it's going, and how we'll have to do like a pillowcase check at the end of the week. I am excited to put them on though. She was so excited when she found them. She's like, I can't believe I found you these. She goes, and if you don't want to put them on your bed, I understand. And I'm like, heck no. I am definitely putting them in the rotation for bedding. All right, there we have that. I know, Stark reminder. Stark should be reminding me. He's such a good boy. I absolutely love him. Before him, I was a dog person through and through. Like I never thought I would have a cat, let alone 2. But he is more dog-like than he is cat. Like, he will come to a whistle. If he's outside, I will call his name and then whistle like I'm whistling for a dog, and he will come running like 8,000 miles a minute, just running as fast as he can to get to me. And he'll yowl. I think it's called yowling, but he says mom, or it sounds like he says mom. And he'll do it when I go to bed, and it's like, Stark, I'm in here, you know, and then he'll come in. He's a cuddle bum. He's such a cuddle bum. He is. He's such a good cat. Again, I never thought I was a cat person until he came along, and he definitely converted me. So before I wash my taste and wash my feet, that's what we're doing there. I'm going to do my 30 minutes again, but it'll be opposite of what I did in the morning. So at night, it's going to be, this one's going to be stairs. This one's going to be walking. Okay, so the show that we found, it is on Hulu, and it's called High Potential. Let me know if you have seen it or if you are also watching it. It's about this single mom of 3 kids, and she's a cleaning lady, and she was cleaning the offices at LAPD and was like, you know, doing her thing and knocked over a murder case file onto the floor, and like all of the pictures, the crime scene pictures, like scattered across the floor. And she's like, oh, okay. She's looking at it and she's like, oh, she looks behind her, and they've got the roller panel where they keep track of like suspects and what's happening and all that kind of stuff. And they've got a suspect listed, and she walks up there and takes a pen and like crosses off suspect and writes the word victim. And the next day, LAPD detectives come in, and they're really, really mad. And they're like, who did this? We want to go back on the video and see who did this, because nobody like fessed up to it. Anyway, they found out it was her, right? So they bring her into the station. They're doing the whole thing. And she says, look, I have a really high IQ, and I find problems, and my brain just obsesses over things that I can solve. She's really good at math. She's super smart. Anyway, they hire her on as a consultant. It's kind of like Lucifer, if you've watched that, but not the same. Not really the same. It's just really, really good. So when I was walking the other night, I was like, dun, 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 dun. And I was so into the show that I forgot what I was doing. I forgot I was walking on the little walking pad. So it's that good of a show. If it can sidetrack me for an extra 15 minutes of walking, it's a pretty darn good show. I recommend it highly. All right, and it's on Hulu. So before I do the stairs, I'm going to do dinner. So I'm going to put chores. I'm going to do chores. I have not been keeping up on my chores, which means Wes has had extra things to do. So let's put my chores, and I've lined them out for the week. I have one every single day for the week, Sunday being meal prep and meal plan. So I'm going to write these in a little bit bigger font and hope I don't lose lettering chicken along the way. Monday's the kitchen. Tuesday is the floors, Tuesdays are the floors. Tuesdays is the flooring. Floor? Sure. Oh, that chicken smells amazing. We're getting to dinners, and I'll share with you. That's like the next one up. Living room. And then the dining room. So another thing I'm going to try to do this week is eat at the dining room table. We have a beautiful dining room table. It's 6 feet by 6 feet. It's square. It's a farmhouse table. It's beautiful. And it is piled high all the time with my clutter. Not Wes's clutter, my clutter. Because I come home from work and I use it as my dumping ground. So this week we are going to, or next week, this week, we are going to be eating at the dining room table. And I am hoping that that will encourage me to keep it clean, because I won't want to tidy it up every single night before dinner. I'm too lazy for that. I won't want that. It'll be like, no. But eating in front of the TV, I've also found that I eat more, and it's like walking on the walking pad. I don't pay attention really to what I'm doing, and my portions are out of control again. So it's just time to rein it in and recognize it and, be better. I'm definitely not going to beat myself up over it, but I am going to take positive steps forward, recognizing that I do that and just need to throw something else in there. And then meals. I'm just going to put meals because I will know what that means. Okay, now for the fun stuff. Are you ready for this? Next week meals, stuff that I'm prepping this weekend for next week. Marry Me Salmon. I'll have all of these recipes tagged down below and the websites that I found them at. So Marry Me Salmon, shredded chicken tacos, chicken poblano and black bean soup, which already I'm salivating. Blackened shrimp bowls, they're like a salad. Chicken teriyaki noodles, and then orange cauliflower. So like how you have the Panda Express orange chicken, I am going to do the orange cauliflower. As you know, those meatless meals every week. We were meatless for the longest time. I kind of got back to like chicken and fish. So having one meal a week that is, you know, non-animal, I guess, non-fish, that's just vegetarian. Yes. So I haven't ever made the orange cauliflower in the oven. I've done it in the deep fryer before, but again, I mean, that kind of defeats the purpose if I'm trying to be healthy, if I'm gonna deep fry cauliflower, which I'm telling you, it's amazing, but probably not my best choice. So over here, I'm going to add one of these floral stickers. I need to get smaller scissors for fussy cutting because we all know how much I love, what did I call it that one time? Cussy futting, because that's kind of what it is. I am not a fussy cutter, but it does make it easier if you have smaller scissors to do it. These are pretty ginormous. I'm going to trim it down as much as I can. Scooch these over, keep a clean work area. And I'm going to list off the meals on the sidebar because I never use the sidebar. It always has just a blankness to it. So I thought if I did this, I could use the sidebar. And I haven't really decided which day I'm going to make each meal be the meal for. Wow, that was not a great sentence structure for sure. Not my best. Okay, so I'm just going to list them off over here. I do have all the recipes printed out. And then I think once I get done listing them off, I will put my market list of what I know I need at the market. And you know what? I bet you I might have something on here that would work. Oh, how cute are those measuring spoons? Anyway, sidetrack. Getting sidetracked. Oh, we are an hour into this. I need to get moving. Let's see here. So dinners. Let's do meals. I am glad though that I chose to write with the blue ink. I feel like the black ink would have been a little too much. I'm really liking the blue feel here. So, Marry Me Salmon. I've never made this, but Pinterest was like, try this one. And I'm like, okay. I feel like Pinterest recipes have saved me in my adult life so many times when I have ingredients and I'm like, I have no idea what to make with a bunch of shrimp, black beans, and lettuce. And it's Pinterest is like, oh yeah, we got you. Do some blackened shrimp bowls. And I'm like, okay, cool. Thank you. And I've stopped buying like pieces of chicken. I'm just buying whole chicken now so that I can make broth. And then when I do the chicken poblano bean soup, I am going to use the broth that I get from the carcass of the chicken. Such a statement. Chicken carcasses, right? Welcome to my channel. Oh my goodness. I am so glad you guys are here. I have been looking forward to this plan with me for the entire 6 weeks since the last one. 6 weeks, 4 weeks, however many weeks it was. But I have been looking forward to it. I really enjoy hanging out with you. And then chicken. So the reason I chose the chicken poblano and black bean soup is I purchased poblano peppers last week because I was going to stuff them, and then I didn't. Same reason I chose the cauliflower recipe, because I bought cauliflower last week and didn't use it. So I'm really striving to make sure we are not doing food waste. And we still are. We're still wasting food. I'm not perfect at it yet, but I'm trying really, really hard to not overfill our fridge and not eat the food. Oh, and I don't know if this is the same where you're at, but eggs 2 weeks ago for an 18 pack was like $4.89, and this week it was $8.63. And I'm like, what happened? Are chickens on strike? What is happening in the egg industry right now? If you know, let me know, because I was like, that is like double the price for eggs. And it's not like the name brand, it's the generic store brand. So I was like, the other ones were almost 11, like the name brand ones. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my word. Black bean soup. You know what? I should also make a loaf of bread to go with that as well. Oh, really? So hold on, Rachel. Your state passed a law that you can only have cage-free? Oh, okay. All right. I'll have to check and see if Oregon did that. That would make sense if they did do that, and that would be the reason why prices would be raised. But, huh. So cage-free. And that's Georgia? I love saying Georgia. Georgia. Oh, that's horrible. Okay. So yeah, I can see that raising the cost too. Oh, Michigan. Okay. Why did I think Georgia? Oh, Kelly. Yeah. Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to have to check into our egg industry and see what is happening with that, because that would absolutely make sense. And if the bird flu has affected the whole entire nation's supply of eggs, yes. So chicken teriyaki noodles, because you know me, I have to have pasta once a week. Otherwise, I am just not a happy girl. And then the orange cauliflower. I'm just going to put orange cauliflower. I'll know what that is. And then I don't think I need to do another flower, but let's see if we have just a baby. We do. It's just a baby. I can't say that. He is being a good boy, and he's laying on the chair beside me. Like, he is being super good. If I start talking to him, he'll be like, yes? Off topic completely. We ordered a Helix mattress. I don't know if you guys follow Christine, Frugal Fit Mom. She has been talking for ages about how wonderful these mattresses are. We are due for a mattress like 7 years ago. Probably not that long, but it's been a bit. Like, it has the hump in the middle of it where, you know, we each sleep on one side, and then there's like the hump in the middle. That's usually where the cats sleep, but it's getting to the point where they're like rolling onto our sides. So anyway, I ordered the mattress. I'm very interested to try it out and see what it's gonna do. I do love our life. We are the most least interesting people I know, in a good way, not in a bad way. I don't say that in a bad way. I say that in a good way. I'm excited to see Wes take it out of the box and have it puff up. It reminds me like all the IKEA stuff that you get, and they cram like 12 pillows into this little tiny space, and then you open the bag and it's like poof. All right, so for market list, I need very few things because I already had a ton of things in the fridge. So I need oranges. I need cilantro. Whoops. I spelled that completely wrong. That's all right. I'll know what it is. Lettuce. Let us tell you a story. And then sun-dried tomatoes. Sun-dried Toms. Got it. Okay. So before my chores, it's so funny that I'm going backwards. So before this, I need to put tanning, because again, we're still trying to keep our tan on. Everybody at work is cracking up. I have one of my coworkers every morning this last week. I would walk in and he's like, lay off the bronzer. Holy cow. And I'm like, stop it. Stop it. So I'm going to put tan. And I am going to use my cursive font just to mix it up a little bit. We're kind of monochromatic in colors, so let's do a little bit of fun with font. That should be the title. Fun with font. Ooh, gardening. Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah, I will let you know. We took the Helix test, Debbie, and we ended up with a medium to firm, kind of on like the firmer side of medium. And yeah, I'm excited. I will definitely let you guys know what we think. I think you're supposed to give it like 30 nights, but it's 100 night trial. So if within that 100 nights you can send it back, and they'll take it back. So yes. So this, I don't know when we're going tanning on Saturday or Sunday, so I'm not going to put it down, but when I do get to that, I will add it in there. Garden planning. Yes. Okay. So garden planning, I made this book with one of Helen's postcards. Oh, hi, buddy. And then I've got it kind of laid out to where, hey, how are your feet? Did you go outside? Okay. I just want to make sure you weren't muddy. You're fine. But people want to see this, I think. They love you, but I think they want to see this. Do you mind going on the chair again? Come here. How about I hold you up? Watch the camera. Okay, so made this, and what it is, it's got the month up above, so January, February, March, the thing I want to grow, and then I've got numbers in here because I'm not planting anything inside for January yet. It is, I think March will be the first month that I plant anything indoors to sow for outdoors, and it'll be like the peas, the tomatoes, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, all of these. And then, so the key is this color, this kind of salmony color, that's the date I'm going to start sowing them indoors. And then the purple is when I'm going to start hardening them. The green is when I'm going to transplant them in the garden. The blue is a rough guesstimate of when they'll be harvestable. And then that kind of gray column, those are going to be my direct sows. Those are going to be things that are just going to go right in the ground in that month. So I ordered some trays from Amazon, and I think I ordered like 6 of them. And then I've got a ton of like the red solo cups that I'm going to be planting things in. And yeah, so I'm excited for this year's garden. I also got a bunch of flowers and stuff to plant. And then, so these, like I said, they're numbered. Oh, this is actually dot grid paper that I glued in, and this is going to be where things are going in the garden once we plan it out. But then, so page 1 has my cucumbers, and then I wrote in there, days to harvest, 52 to 55. They need full sun, after chance of frost, plant indoors mid-April. They're going to be transplanted mid-May. So all of that is in here, right? I've got all of the things that I'm going to be planting. And then in the back, I did a bit of research and watched a couple of YouTube videos to find out like watermelon tips, how to grow different types of beans, like what are my ideas for growing them, what am I going to have Wes build for me, and then of course growing cucumbers and Brussels sprouts, all of those things. Edamame, I really want to grow more edamame this year, and dried beans. That was so easy last year. If you have never planted anything in your entire life, plant some dried beans. Just get the ones that you get at the grocery store that are dried, put them in water overnight, and throw them in the ground. They grow like weeds. I'm not even kidding. Oh, and I'm also going to be planting asparagus from seeds, which means they won't be ready to harvest for like 4 years, but it's totally fine. And then I added in just a craft envelope and then put in empty seed packages that I want to reorder the seeds for the following year. So it's kind of an all-in-one little book, and I've really been enjoying using it. It's keeping everything really, really organized, and I absolutely love that. So thank you for asking. I haven't really showcased that one on the channel. So yeah. Oh my gosh. Right, Kelly? That's what Wes said. He's like, what if we don't like this mattress and we have to send it back? And I'm like, yeah, I don't know how that works. Because, yeah, they're like suctioned down to like nothing. And ours is a king. So it's going to be, I think we're going to love it. Cross your fingers that we're going to love it. All right. So then I need to do, I'm going to put on here on Mondays, I'm going to check our P.O. box. I have not checked our P.O. box, my P.O. box, in forever. And I know I have mail in there, so I need to check it. And then our regular mailbox the rest of the week. If I can just check my P.O. box once a week, I think that'll be good. I think that'll be really good. And then I know on Friday on my way home, I need to get fuel. Is there a sticker for that? Or have I already used it? I may have already used it. I could do the car. The car. Okay. And then this whole section here is where I will do all of my journaling. So why don't I pop in? I like this one. Pop in with this one because I really don't need a whole bunch of space for journaling. I don't think. This is going to be a new layout, so I don't really know how much space I'm going to need, but I like the idea of having it like color blocked off. And we're using our stash, so why not use our washi tape, right? Is that a star here? It is. They are all over hidden in my planner, that is for sure. Let's come up just a tiny bit on this side. Perfect. All right. What do we think? Do I box it in or do I leave it? I don't have a skinny. If I had a skinny, I could box it in. Do we feel like we're missing anything? Like, are we missing any florals over here? Should I cut this one? Bum, bum, bum. Dun, dun, dun. Let's try. Let me cut this one down a little bit better. I definitely want the pages to feel balanced, and I feel like these have a little bit more brown than blue in some of those. So let's do this one. We'll do a tall skinny, and we'll go right here in between Saturday and Sunday. Oh yeah, I like that. That feels like there's a little bit more balance to the page, and it's not so open. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay. Let me know down below in the comments what you think. Oh, yeah, I agree with the boxing it in, but I do like the flower. I think that kind of brings that and that. Yeah, boxing it in might be a little too much. A bit too much. I so appreciate you all hanging out with me. Thank you so much. I had such a good time just rambling on and chatting. Again, Miss Kibbs, thank you so much for the birthday gift. I appreciate that. I love all of you. I'm so glad that we were able to hang out for a bit. Stay tuned for videos next week on both channels, and I will see you very, very soon. I hope you have the most wonderful weekend, and yeah, I adore all of you. I will talk to you all soon. Bye.